Hi, my name is Wilman Ziada, and I'm a New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and I'm also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. I am so thrilled to be speaking with once again the Nashville recording artist who is world-renowned and has amassed over 20 million streams of her original music. Her name, Julia Cole. We spoke once before with my partner in crime, Risa Binder, on Talent Talk, but now here is my one-on-one with the incredible Julia Cole. But first, a sneak peek at her amazing talent.
Low, we've been keeping it low-key, rolling up in separate rides to the party. Slow, taking it slow like that oak tree. Bonfire burning, but I think I'm gonna let you hold my hand and I ain't even drunk. Let you pull me close enough, they all gonna know what's up. Baby, you can spin me around the head like dance floor ain't hot and how we're vibing no more. I'm gonna let you hold my hand, baby, you can hold my hand. Ice, you're dropping ice down into 2 drinks. Friends whispering while you're walking one to me. Time, I think it's time we kill the mystery. Yeah, baby, go ahead and kiss me. I'm gonna let you hold my hand and I ain't even drunk. Let you pull me close enough, they all gonna know what's up. Baby, you can spin me around the head like dance floor ain't hot and how we're vibing no more. I'm gonna let you hold my hand, baby, you can hold my hand. Let's go. Na 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 na.
Well, hello, Julia, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I am good. Well, the audience just got a sneak peek of your amazing song, Hold My Hand. And I want to know, Julia, how you came up with the idea for that song.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with like all the bar scenes in Nashville.
Oh, I've heard.
There's a local spot called Losers that is just for all of the musicians, writers, everybody's always just hanging out after your co-writes on Music Row. So
Yeah.
basically, there was this guy I was talking to that's in the music industry, and he, we were kind of talking, but I wasn't that into it. And he wanted like more of a commitment. He like wanted me to be like official and like date him. And the line he used was, I want to be able to walk into Losers holding your hand. And it was as soon as he said that, I knew that was never going to happen. So we just like ended it. But it was one of those things where I realized how big of a deal it actually is to walk into a place in front of all your friends holding hands. It's a very public proclamation of we are together. And so I wrote this song about basically the relationship I'm in now, where I'm happy to walk into any bar anywhere on the planet holding his hand.
Hey.
And it's a whole different, it's a very fun like summer song.
Well, it's a full circle moment, but it's on your terms.
Yes, yes.
I love that. Julia, when we spoke on Talent Talk, I really couldn't wait to do a one-on-one with you because I really wanted to dive a little bit deeper into what you're all about and what your North Star is about, which is about empowerment and putting some good light and goodness into the world. And I want to know where that stems from for you to really make that a mission statement for you.
I think I grew up in sports, and that's what I did my entire life. Both of my sisters are in sports. I don't have any brothers. And it was one of those things where I just noticed there being like a different kind of confidence in women who played sports. And so it kind of started of me just trying to tie the two things together and really promote women's athletics, because I think a byproduct of being an athlete is body confidence, self-confidence, the ability to handle being a part of a team, working together, being a leader, handling constructive criticism, handling losses, handling wins. There's so many things that help you just carry yourself through life that at least I learned from athletics. So I wanted to tie in, music with sports, which is how I grew up and spent thousands of hours of my life. And it definitely turned into an overall, how can I also use music to empower women in the same way that athletics kind of empowered me. And I think it's in the language and the perspective that I try to write my songs from. I don't avoid talking about all the bad things that happen, or all of the things that you have to go through in life, because life is hard and there are going to be issues that everybody's going to have. But I try to write the lyrics in a conversational perspective of, how do we get past this? How do we get through this? How do we feel, understood and a part of something bigger than ourselves, and feel meaning, and all those things that I just feel like no matter what you end up doing in your life will help you get through it. So that's the long-winded explanation.
No, it's not long-winded at all. Actually, it's actually quite profound. And I love that you have unapologetically looked at your whole life and all of these beautiful experiences that you've had as an athlete, as a performer, as a singer-songwriter, as a songwriter, as an artist. And you're not only using it for yourself within your own creating, but you're using it for good, to just put it out there for others to take and to listen and to hopefully maybe feel, because we've talked about, for example, when you put out Side Piece, you got so many individual messages. It blew up all over the place, especially on TikTok, millions upon millions of views. And, in the trenches as artists, we sometimes are just kind of doing our thing, trying to be vulnerable, putting out the truth, but you never know how it's going to touch people. And so that must have been a really cool experience for you with that song.
It blew my mind.
And I'm sure you probably still get messages.
Oh my gosh, so many. Because, a song is new to anyone who hasn't heard it before. And so this song will continue being a new song for years, and I don't have necessarily major label radio team support. So it is going to do the slow climb, the grassroots climb. And that's what is helping me be able to really individually connect with all these people too, because it's not all happening at one time. It's a slow, gradual, but all this way.
That's what I feel about with you, Julia. When in my research of you before the interview and watching as much as I could get my hands on, I kept going back to this Field of Dreams quote, "If you build it, they will come." And I just look at you as it's a marathon, not a sprint. Using the sport analogy, you're looking to someone who, ran competitive cross country, tennis, but that's how I feel about you. You're in it for the career. You're not in it to just get the one hit piece out. Because again, I think it's not only because of your craft in your artistry, but it's also the message that you are putting out there is timely and timeless.
Thank you. That means a lot. I really am hoping that people feel like the music helps them in ways far greater than just having something in the background to drink your beer to at a party. I'm hoping that when they're in their car listening to it alone and thinking and reflecting on how it can apply to their life, that it actually helps. That's the goal.
Well, and also, Julia, depending on any of the situations that you're creating in what I consider, called the theater director in me, but these little playlets, these little scenes almost that you've created, because you're a storyteller at the end of the day, right? And I love that everything has somewhat of a message of, like you said, moving through, moving past, not running away from, but just going through the storm and coming out on the other side.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of because my debut album just released, and I'm trying to think of if there are any songs on there that you kind of stay. I think there's only one song on there that's actually sad, but it's more of a reflective song anyway. It's called Last Kiss, and the whole message of the song is just, it's not having that closure that you wish you had at the end of a relationship. And It's just that desire of God, I wish I had known that the last kiss was going to be the last kiss. Because there's so many times where if you end in an argument, you didn't know that the kiss before that was the last one, you know? And, but even in that story, it's a past the breakup, just like a reflection of, you know, as much as I wish that, like, I'm moving past it.
I love it. And, you know, Julia, you've performed all over the country, all over the world. And I think about, you know, this new app, FENIX, that's going to be connecting artists, not only with new fans, but, you know, artists with other artists, you know, having traveled the world yourself, and you know the power of collaboration. What it would be like for you to just continue to collaborate with not only people within the United States, but in different languages all over the world?
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. I've toured in, gosh, probably 10 different countries. And, wow, you know, I've never collaborated though with somebody who wasn't American. I do have a lot of duets that are about to come out. You know, no one really knows that yet, but inside,
exclusive
a lot of duets that are about to come out, but they're all with basically like either Nashville or LA folks.
Well, it's interesting. Well, I mean, this is what this platform's about, and having come on board myself, not only as a, you know, global artist ambassador, but more so even as a director. I'm already collaborating on 3 different projects with FENIX artists. One is in China, one is in Los Angeles, and one is in Japan. And so, like, this is actually like not me just saying, come join FENIX. This is a thing that is a concept. No, it's actually, I'm actually doing it. So,
oh my gosh, send me the links to those songs.
Well, I'm not a songwriter, although I did write one song with my brother. This is actually for theater pieces that I'm co-creating and set to direct. But no, all of the other people though that I'm working with are songwriters. So it's been fascinating, and that's why I'm so excited for you to just, you know, try it out and see who you're able to collaborate with as well.
I can't wait. It's such a great idea.
Well, Julia, listen, I'm so grateful for your time today, and I think you're absolutely incredible, and I can't wait to speak with you again soon.
Well, thank you for having me and for being a part of the Cole team and championing the music. It means a lot to me, and I can't wait to talk to you again soon.
I'm #Cole team for life.
Yes!
You are so stuck with me, it's not even funny.
I love it.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. I'll talk to you later.
Digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.